must admit it, that I'm not ready to let you go. How is it you left me? I'm so not ready. You come and go. Come and go. No, no, no. Come and go. Come and go. Come and go. Come and I can hear the shadows in your mind, and the sound of different voices.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your Friday night F1 Manager 23 stream even. We've even had some music in this week, my word. It's like we know what we're doing a little bit now on these streams. But welcome in, I hope you've all had a fantastic week. And we have got a very, very decent episode coming up today, a very, very decent stream. We are going to Monaco, Monte Carlo, the place which I was hoping to visit last year. I didn't get the chance to visit last year. I tell you something, we'll be visiting it this year. And I'm excited for what this Grand Prix may bring. It is just coming up to 6:30. I'm 2 minutes early, which is good. I'm feeling back to my best, which is also very good. And yeah, it's been an interesting week. And it's very much going to be an interesting stream. So now we've got into it. Let's get everything up and running. We are going to just turn the spot. The music is a nice touch. And Paula, I am starting to know what I'm doing with all this stuff. I hope you're well. We are going to get on to the game stream, game screen even right now, which I'm hoping is going to come up behind me. It is. Look at this. It's like we know what we're doing. Yes, I hope you had a good week, Paula. I know it's probably still going on your week so far, but it's Friday night here. It'll soon be Friday night there. I can promise you. I can promise you that it will be. It'll soon be time for a wine or a gin or whatever is your tipple of choice. Maybe it's just a Diet Coke or a Coke, whatever. I'm sure you'll have a couple when the week is finished. Of course, we did on the last Grand Prix race to glory, my friend. How are you? Have you had a good week? You can tell I'm feeling a bit better because I've even I look a bit more normal this week, which is good, rather than Sunday. I hope you've had a fantastic week. It's been a very a weird one for me. Yes, but once this is done, I only have exactly 1.5 hours. That's nothing. What's nothing once this is done, and we might even try and drag it out a little bit longer if we possibly can as well. Let's refresh this then, shall we? What happened last time out in Imola? Because as we know, on Sunday we just went and drove around the Italian countryside for 63 laps, and our cars finished 1-2. Now, interestingly, I'm actually going to be visiting the Italian countryside in a few weeks' time. Secured a new job this week, so one of my first things is to be flying over to Italy, which is not bad. So I've got to get me Italian language a little bit more up to speed. I know little bits. I know un poco, ciao, bella, all that. But I need to get my Italian language up to a little bit more. So the schedule, mate, exactly. I tell that we've just had some music on. I don't know if you caught that when you first came in. So everything is happening on these streams. I'm starting to get a little bit more used to it. But yeah, so I'm going to actually be visiting the Italian countryside. But we had a fantastic race in Imola. Charles Leclerc in P1, Carlos Sainz in P2, Verstappen P3 and 4. We're beating the Red Bulls consistently. But this may be a more difficult race for us. Have we got any upgrades coming on, by the way? We've got the chassis done in 1 day's time. I don't think we're quite going to get that on for this weekend. Got to hit up Duolingo. I'm 50% Sicilian. There we go, you see. I'm going to Como. I've been to Rome, Pompeii, and climbed Vesuvius, mate. Rather you than me, my friend, but I would love to go to Pompeii. I haven't been to Rome. I've been to Venice a lot. Been to Milan. Love Italy anyway, absolutely love Italy. So yeah, I'm excited to get there. Where I'm going, I've got a place in the States. North Wales near Pennsylvania is one of the locations. Como in Italy. Fontainebleau in France, and I think it's pronounced Wuppertal. It's Wuppertal in my language at the minute. So I've got Germany as well, along with a little different part of England. So I've got a lot of travelling to be done, but I love Italy anyway. And when he said, well, your first gig's Italy, literally my first week, I'm in Italy. So yeah, I'll take that. I'll definitely take that. You're fluent in 4 languages. My word, that is quite impressive, my friend. That very impressive. My word, what 4 languages are there? You're gonna have to tell me. I'm guessing Italian's one of them, I would suggest. Standings wise, just to bring us up to date on this, constructors standings wise, 248 points for Ferrari, 192 for Red Bull. We are well in front of the Red Bulls. I've never seen anyone in front of a Red Bull on F1 Manager, but we are certainly doing a fantastic job of it. Driver standings wise, Charles Leclerc is leading by 41 points from Max Verstappen. Carlos Sainz in P3. But could Charles Leclerc win the Drivers' Championship? You wouldn't back against him, would you? PA is very close to my area, a couple of hours away. There we go. You'll have to let me know where I need to be going in that area. I've no idea. I've been to Las Vegas. I've been to New York. I've been to Cincinnati. I've not really been around that area, so it's another part of the States for me. English, Greek, Spanish, and French, but I do Latin as well. My word. I mean, I suppose if you've got Spanish, and this might be totally wrong, but I suppose if you've got Spanish and French, then Italian's not really that far off. Am I right in saying that? Paula, I'm guessing, are you quite proficient in Italian, Paula, as well? Being 50% Sicilian? I'm assuming you are. We need to get some more rear wings done, that is for sure. We are just going to get the cars up to spec here. Front wing as well. We're going to need to do some manufacturing, I would suggest here. Underfloor as well. We've got 3 of those left. So, what have we got in the warehouse? We've got 4 front wings. So that should be pretty fine at this moment in time. Underfloor, we've now got 3. That needs to be installed on both cars, my word. Side pods, we've got 4. Rear wing, we've only got 2 rear wings now. So I would suggest we need to probably manufacture another couple of those. And I think apart from that, we're pretty good in what we're doing. Let's just fast forward a day so we can get this chassis design complete. I'd say so they're quite similar. Italian and Spanish are very similar. I would imagine they are, yeah. Use the dialect when they would speak, so I know a decent amount. There we go, Paula. See, this is it. I've got to get through. I don't know where all the sort of other people are coming from in terms, because they're having a big meeting there, and obviously it's like first week for me. So yeah, it's a pretty good, it's a good step up in terms of job as well. So that's why I've decided to sort of really cut back the YouTube channel to just the F1 Manager stuff now. Because I'm going to be travelling a hell of a lot, and the role I'm in is like quite a decent, well, a senior leadership role. So as much as I enjoy doing this, I've got to sort of take the time. But I was still going to get the F1 Manager. It might mean I get to record a couple of these, like when I'm abroad. Imagine that. Like I just get to record a couple of these when I'm sat in Como. That wouldn't be bad, would it? I mean, I might even put the camera on and like do like a background scene as well, just to really spice it up. And then if I can start speaking Italian a little bit as well, that'll be bang on. Yeah, so there's a lot to look forward to. Let's have a look. This chassis that we've just got through, I believe this is the big chassis upgrade. Am I right? I think this is the big chassis upgrade. Let's have a little look. Yeah, this is the big chassis upgrade. So we need to manufacture a couple of these. We're at Monaco now. When is the next race? It's next weekend, so we might just rush this a little bit, this chassis build. We're not going to go mega on emergency side of things, because it really matters with the cost cap, and believe me, in the Andretti save, I'm very much finding that out now. So I know mate, like everybody just sort of sat there thinking, oh, he sounds a bit funny. He's the Yorkshireman and suddenly speaking Italian. I don't know how good a Yorkshire accent goes with an Italian language, but I'll certainly give it a go, it must be said. But I'm excited to go to North Wales and all at Pennsylvania. Is it Pennsylvania? Am I right in saying that? I'm excited for that as well. So yeah, it's going to be a major change, and it's something I'm dramatically looking forward to. Yeah, chassis. we are getting to the point. I'm not as far as I normally am in front of the Andretti save at the moment, and we are getting to the point where that cost cap is really getting to squeaky bum time. But yeah, we'll continue. What is the main part of our car now that we're struggling with? We're okay with the under. Oh, are we okay with the underfloor? Underfloor, high speed 8th. I'm not keen on it. We might be good this week. I'm thinking we might win at Monaco. That'd be ideal, wouldn't it? Yep. Are you going to Philadelphia or a different town in PA? Is it no? I think it's North Wales, which sounds weird because obviously North Wales to me and probably Race to Glory is like just Oak Road. Well, not Oak Road, but it's in England. But yeah, North Wales. High and medium speed, exactly. I don't want to take away the side pods. Not really great. The rear wing is okay, but not very good at high speed. The front wing is shocking at low speed. It's a very weird car, this. Chassis we've just done, so we're not doing that again. I mean, it's got to be a toss-up between underfloor, I would suggest, and underfloor and front wing. We are going to break that curse. Yeah, that is what I'm hoping we're going to do tonight. I'm really hoping we're going to get on top of that tonight. So, let's have a look. What have we got in terms of hours left? I think underfloor makes sense. We haven't got anything left at the moment. So, we're going to have to leave that until the next one anyway. So, we haven't got to worry about development in this episode. We've just had some manufacturing complete, which I believe was the rear wing. So, that's fine. That's all good. So let's have a look at some performance targets. Right, we are very good at low speed cornering apparently. Gibbo's Gaming, my friend, welcome in. I hope you are well on this Friday evening. I hope you're well. I'm hoping you're going to just see us lead Charles Leclerc to glory at Monaco. We're going to break that Monaco curse a little bit this weekend. But I hope you are well. I hope you've had a fantastic week. Welcome in. The curse does need a break. Is it a cool suburb of Philadelphia? Is it nice? Let me know, because I've never been that way up. I've never been that far north up, so northwest, northeast. So yeah, I've never been that far up. Is our car the best on the grid at low speed cornering then overall? It is. Right, our car's the best on the grid at low speed cornering. This could be absolutely huge for us this weekend. So let's get straight stuck into it. We know where we are. Just for Gibbo, just in case, we are leading the constructors by around 50 points. And we are getting tips. That's ambitious from us. And we are leading on both constructors and driver standings at the moment, mate. So if you can pick up any tips from us, will certainly help. I must admit, I get some tips as well from the chat. So yeah, exciting times, but pleasure to have you in. Especially, who are you managing on your F1 Manager team, on your F1 Manager series? That's what I'd like to know. Are you managing near the front? Are you managing towards the back? I mean, I started on the YouTube series with Alpine. It's now Andretti, but we're just getting towards the front and getting some race wins. And it's, yeah, on this, it's been much more straightforward. And I'm hoping Alfa Romeo, so he's another Italian team. You're another Italian team, Gibbo. What season are you in? Are you doing well? Are you languishing towards the back? And who's driving for you? Exactly. Race to Glory's beating me with questions already. So, Valtteri Bottas, by the way, in the Andretti save, is doing amazing things at this moment in time. He's actually making me consider going to Audi at the end of the Andretti season. So, yeah. Just to have a look at what we can expect this weekend. We know we've got 78 laps around here. I am going to get to Monaco in this next year if it kills me. I wanted to go to Monte Carlo last year. Didn't quite get to go there. This year, obviously, I'm travelling a little bit more. And with this extra job income and things that's coming in, I'm going to get the chance to do it. So, yeah, Monaco this year. I'm going to Monaco. And do you know, if I go to Monaco, get this, I might even do a travel vlog. I'm thinking, I don't know if you guys watch like Noel Phillips or like that Bold and Bankrupt guy. Oh, that's, what's the other one called? Simon Thomas, is it? I'm going to do that. So I might even do a YouTube vlog. Who knows? I might diversify into a travel vlogger. I might be the new Simon Wilson, not Simon Thomas. It's much more enjoyable when you do lap for lap. Season one race going lap for lap racing. Wow. Wanted to get Ricciardo, but it costs too much. Daniel, so you're a big Daniel Ricciardo fan then. Very interesting. Right, we are going to get stuck in to the car setup. Now, as you know, we don't go mad on getting the setups here, so I'm gonna just go for my little notepad. I have got a Ted's notebook this afternoon as well. Honestly, I've got a Ted's notebook. Everything's happening today. We've got music, notebooks, everything. 16, 8.2. We want to be 3.35 on the tyre camber and 0.65 on the toe out. My word, oh, you uploaded to the channel? Definitely, mate. If you've not had a look at Gibbo's channel, definitely go and have a look. I'll definitely have a look myself. Oh, and by the way, we're on 487. We're on 487 subscribers now. I am 13 away from 500. We've blitzed the watch hours. We are literally 13 away at this moment in time. It's getting so close now. It must be said. It's but like I say, and the F1 Manager series, I just love doing as well. It's my favourite series by far, and now we've started streaming it, and obviously I've got you guys in as well. I know, mate. I know. I keep checking it. I check it every morning, first thing. Right, we are gonna blast away. Should we give Giovinazzi? No, we're not. We're not going to give Giovinazzi a run because I don't want to take anything away from our drivers, because this is the toughest circuit. Carlos Sainz has just gone fastest. Okay. This could be a very nice weekend for us. I know Loublet's not, but we are gonna. Oh no, I can't do that, mate. I do it at the end of the videos, and I've got used to saying it. I mean, you'll notice on my videos I even start them the same. Consistency is key in this game. I always love the iRating people. I've got all the high-end staff upgrading the facilities with the car and two upgrades. Wow. Shall I subscribe now at 500? Mate, whenever you want, pal, whenever you want. There is no pressure to subscribe, pal. Just being here and even watching 10 seconds of it, you've done enough, my friend. Look at Carlos Sainz's hair, by the way. Can we appreciate this hair? He's looking... I mean, let's be fair, he's a decent-looking fella, innit? But, I mean, that hair, do you know what I mean? I might go for that. Do you know when we go to Como, I might have to see if I can get... I mean, I've got a long way to go, but I'd like to see if I could get my hair looking like that. But, yeah, I doubt it. I haven't quite got that Catalan heritage, is what the word I'm looking for. Right. Qualifying. I'm rambling on a lot today, by the way. As you can see, I'm quite full of beans today. I have been all week, to be fair. I've become sub 488, mate. Thank you very much, Gibbo. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, and I hope you enjoy the stream or the videos or whatever you choose to watch. It's a pleasure to have you. Right then, so Q1 preparation now. Sainz hair looks great. Oh, mate, it might be. Well, it's stress. It's stress, isn't it? It's got to be stress. Fortunately, mine's not going grey. Right, what have we got? We've got plenty of sets of soft tyres. 12 more, mate. I know we are counting down. Let's just go out, shall we? Do we reckon we can get through Q1 and Q2 on one set of tyres? There's not going to be any rain, so that's going to be fine. Let's get Leclerc straight out there. In our lovely Las Vegas livery, what we've kept... I need to start having a look as well on race department for the new mods for the new Andretti season. And we'll obviously get a few in here if we can. I might start trying to change some helmets and stuff on this. But I'd like to get that. Just keep freshening it up. But I do love this livery. I think it's fantastic. I saw the V. I haven't exactly. If we get blocked, we've had it. So we know what's going to happen now. As Piastri and Bottas Sainz might get a bit of traffic there. That didn't look great. I think Leclerc got a better run there than Sainz, it must be said. As Charles Leclerc crosses the line, it's a 1 minute 9.5 for Leclerc. I expect Carlos Sainz to be a little bit slower than that. And he is. He's 4 tenths off. But I would expect that that'll be enough. As he nearly comes together with Max Verstappen. My word, that was close. And he's going to get out of Max Verstappen's way. But that should easily get us through, I would suggest, Q1. I can't expect at this point in the series, of course, we've only just really started Season 1 on here with, what, say, 6, 7 races in. The guys at the back aren't going to catch us. We can keep a keen eye on Alfa Romeo, though, as well, here. Yeah, exactly. We can keep an eye on the Alfa Romeos here today as well and see what their guys are doing. I mean, we're always scouting. We're always scouting for Andretti. I mean, I've got Sophia Flosch. Is that, if I pronounce that correctly? See, I'm already getting there. I'm already getting there with the pronunciations and things. We've got her as my reserve driver, so she gets a bit of a run out now and again at Andretti. But Pierre Gasly's coming to the end of his contract in the other save now. I love Pierre Gasly, so I think he's going to get a contract renewal, it must be said. But Bottas is one driver that's been doing exceptionally well. Just a matter of interest, how do you record your videos, Gibbs? Definitely. I mean, for me, I'm using OBS. I'm using OBS, and one thing I would recommend, yeah, she is a bit washed. For OBS, and I have recently discovered the video editing software CapCut. Now, when I first started doing YouTube video, in fact, probably up until 6 months ago, I was using a VideoPad, which I actually paid 50 quid for back in the day. That CapCut is really, really good. So for me, and it's free. It's totally free. There's some premium features. They ought to be doing. I ought to be getting sponsorship here. But yeah, the CapCut's really good. Definitely worth a go. It must be said. Right, Q1. It must be said. Max Verstappen topped it, but did he top it or did we top it? I didn't say that. Let's just carry on anyway. Carry on regardless. We're going to go out on a scrub set of soft compound tyres because I fancy getting through here. But yeah, it's not driver favouritism. I love Lando Norris. I love Lando Norris. What I like about Lando Norris is he makes it easy for me. Because when Lando Norris wins a race, he tends to... We're going to go out when Verstappen goes out and a couple more of the Red Bulls. I think we'll go out now. That makes sense. Perez is out. Let's just hope we don't get blocked here, which we're going to do, aren't we? Are we going to get blocked here? Leclerc's not had a bad lap there, I don't think.
So, at the moment you have P3.
I think that was... Oh, it's not okay, is it? I mean, Leclerc's, what, 6 tenths of a second? Where's Carlos Sainz? Maybe Sainz got a better run. Sainz did get a lot better run. Leclerc, it may be a little bit touch and go, this, whether Leclerc gets through. Let's have a little look at that. Should easily get through on one lap on one set. I'm hoping so. I can't see us dropping out. I mean, no, we're going to leave it. I think that's pretty much fine. And we were only a 10th off Verstappen. We're a scrub set. I stream on Twitch, but I like to make it private. And I just record that from OBS. I then edit in iMovie and then re-record with favoritism. Go out again on the same tyres. Do you reckon? I think we're pretty safe, mate. I'm going to leave it. I'm going to take the risk and leave it. And then I think what we're going to do is for the final, and this is a pro tip, Gibbo, if you're wondering about tips, because you might pick up 1 or 2 tips on how not to do it in today's episode. I've never won at Monaco on here, by the way. This is what we do for Q3, and it's worked now and again. And this was something that Race to Glory put me onto. What we tend to do is we go out for 2 laps at the start of Q3. I didn't mean favoritism, I meant voiceover. Alright. We go out for 2 laps at the start of Q3, and then if we get traffic, we tend to get a second bite of the cherry at it. So this is something that we're going to do. Get straight out again with Leclerc, who's straight out at his own Grand Prix, and then Carlos Sainz as well. But yeah, it's so you stream to Twitch, but I make it like private and then just record it from OBS. So do you mean to stream on Twitch as well, like, or do you just prefer to have, I don't know, private? You're gonna have to tell me a bit more about that. Is that just purely to record the video, or are you trying to stream as well while it's happening? I am hoping we are going to get a couple of decent laps in here, so we're going to fast forward on. See what... Oh, we're not going to get blocked here, are we? We might do towards the end. Perez... No, he didn't. That was a clean lap in terms of Leclerc, and we are going to get another decent lap at this, I would suggest. Let's ride on board with Charles Leclerc, shall we? We're going to ride on board. Oh, I mean, this is the view, isn't it? My word. This is the view that you want around Monaco. I swear when I go there, I am going to drive the trike. Probably not in a Ferrari, although I'd love to. And if Ferrari are listening, which they're probably not, but if they are, I'd love to have a Ferrari driving around Monaco. But this is looking exceptionally promising. Charles Leclerc was purple through the first sector. It was yellow through the middle. It comes up to the line. Charles Leclerc does go provisional pole position. Can Carlos Sainz answer back? He looks like he certainly can. No, it's a 4,000th of a second at this moment in time. My word. Max Verstappen's on his outlap. That was very, very impressive from our two drivers. Let's get them back in to the pits, which they are now. Max Verstappen goes on pole position by, I believe that was by 0.2 of a second. Oh, wow. Now it starts to get very, very interesting indeed, because Perez is still on his outlap. We need to make sure that we get our guys out at the right time. I didn't expect Verstappen to be in front of us today. We've got a few cars going out there. That looks like... Is that Hamilton going out? That looks like Hamilton going out. We are going to go out now, I believe. Leclerc's out. Sainz out. Let's hope that we do not get traffic here. And we're not going to do, because we are going to get a good run at this, are we not? Charles Leclerc and Carlos Sainz should both... That was an amazing lap from Max Verstappen. He is on his flying lap now, Charles Leclerc. He's yellow through the first sector, as is Carlos Sainz. This is not looking like we are going to get a pole position today, as Charles Leclerc yellow through both the start and middle sectors. Max, yes, speed axe, he must have. But Charles Leclerc, can't get my mouth, can't get my teeth in now. Charles Leclerc comes up to the line, and that is only good enough for P3. It all rests on Carlos Sainz. Can Carlos Sainz get past one of the Red Bulls at least? He can't. Max Verstappen, that is some lap from Max Verstappen. My word. Fair play to Max. We'll fast forward on. A Red Bull 1-2 when we felt that we would be the quicker car here at Monaco. We're the best on the grid at low speed cornering. However, I think we may be able to do a little bit better than that in the Grand Prix itself.
Electricity in the air. But there's no surprise in
I know. We've got to win this with Charles Leclerc. We are going to win this with Charles Leclerc today. There is absolutely no doubt about that. We've got good engines in. I really fancy us. Did he go even quicker? He did. 109.1. My word. Max Verstappen topped every session. That's not going to happen in race. I can assure you that's not going to happen. Right. Strategy-wise, we haven't got any rain, so it's going to be a dry circuit. Do we start on the softs or the mediums? Apparently the mediums are quicker, according to this. So that possibly makes sense if we can stick with the Red Bulls. I think maybe we're not going to be able to dive bomb them into turn one, so I'd be quite tempted to go for the mediums. Could we do soft medium? Could we do soft medium? Oh, I doubt it. I doubt it. There's always a chance of a safety car round. Could we do soft medium, do we reckon? Soft medium soft is the fastest strategy, you reckon? A two-stop at Monaco. Wow, now that would be an interesting one. Do we reckon that's the way forward? Two-stop. Winston coming in on YouTube. Do we think do we think the two-stop's the way to go? I am quite prepared to believe you on this. We've got to be adaptable to... I mean, really, starting on the soft compounder tyre would make sense. Just have to hold on to Max's DRS train. That if we start on the mediums... I mean, apparently, yeah, it's 13 seconds quicker. And that's probably not tweaking it as much as we possibly could. So, if we maybe go... like that. Do we think that's probably... Two-stop is technically... I like the word technically. It's technically faster. I think what we do is... I think we certainly do that. We put that in as a strategy. And then, depending on safety cars and things, then we can swap back to that. We've got two fresh sets of soft compounded tyre. It depends on the traffic, my word. You're filling me with confidence, eh, mate? You are filling me with confidence. Look, we can mirror the Red Bulls if we need to. We are adaptable in those situations. We are going to be aggressive on everything to start. I would love to get past one of the Red Bulls. So we'll start with the two stops on the screen, third and fourth, and then we shall see how it goes. And we can be adaptable. The Aston Martin safety car, lovely.
For the 78 laps of the Monaco Grand Prix.
straight away, we can see Max Verstappen. He's on the medium compounded tyre. If you can get more than 18 seconds ahead of the Mercs and Astons, then you sort of... Yeah! My word. I hope I can. I hope we can. I reckon we're fast. I reckon we're fast today. Do we go aggressive for the overtakes off the start? Perez easily by lap 102. Well, let's hope it is, because we are to 5 red lights. I mean, you'd fancy Perez to get the jump on Verstappen, and he looks like Max Verstappen got a lovely start, but Charles Leclerc on that inside line, he's straight away up into P2, and straight away is attacking Max Verstappen. Now, do we tell Charles Leclerc to be aggressive on the overtakes and try and break the DRS of Max Verstappen? What do we think? Carlos Sainz down in P4. That's not too bad to start with. We're just going to keep a keen eye on this. Hamilton's in P5. The two Aston Martins of Stroll and Alonso already struggling to keep up with Carlos Sainz as we go around. That is one of the best camera angles ever. There we go. Oh, mate, you did tell us. You did tell us, mate. You did. Charles Leclerc, though, hanging on to the back. He's dropping Perez at a rate of knots. Charles Leclerc fancying the attack on Max Verstappen. Do we go for the move? We're going to keep an eye on it. Carlos Sainz has already broke a second to Lewis Hamilton as we now ride on board with Carlos Sainz. 1.1 seconds. Do we find? I think Carlos Sainz could possibly get Perez. Maybe when the DRS starts, we are just going to pull away from the rest of the grid here, I think. We don't even need to be that daft in terms of the ERS and things. I think we're pretty comfortable. In fact, I'm going to tell us to calm down a little bit on things, because Charles Leclerc is actually struggling to keep up with Max Verstappen. We'll keep it on for the end of the second lap. We normally do. So we'll keep pushing on everything and then assess it once these first 2 laps and DRS is open. But as we kick off here, Verstappen, Leclerc, we've broke the gap to Perez, and Carlos Sainz, I'm just going to calm him down now, because when we get DRS, I reckon we'll burn past Checo Perez, and then we'll start to pull ourselves into the lead. But Charles Leclerc is certainly looking like he can hold on to the back of Max Verstappen today as we go on the helmet cam. My word, that's a very low down helmet cam. But it's a lovely angle, that, isn't it? I do like that helmet cam. And now the DRS will be open this lap, and Leclerc hanging onto the bike. Is Verstappen on softs? No, Verstappen's on mediums. Verstappen's on mediums. I mean, that would suggest that Verstappen is doing the 1-stop, which then says to us, if we go for the 2-stop, it's going to be very, very interesting indeed. Sainz has dropped out of the DRS of Checo Perez. I think the Red Bulls may be a little bit quicker than us today. What are we looking at in terms of a pit stop consideration? 21 seconds for green flag running, 17 seconds for a safety car. Let's fast forward on a little bit towards lap... we'll go towards lap 5, I think. We've got... I mean, look at this gap already. You said about pulling 14 seconds out on the Aston Martins and Lewis Hamilton. We've already pulled out it on on Lewis Hamilton at the moment. We're pulling out 3 seconds. We're just going to calm down a little bit on the tyres at this moment in time. Leclerc is burning his tyres like you've never seen, so he can now calm down a little bit. My word, I bet we are killing the tyres with Charles Leclerc. Not massively, to be fair. But now we're in DRS, we should be able to monitor this. But I would suggest, wouldn't you guys, that Max Verstappen's probably on a 1-stop? Which raises the question with Leclerc, do we just carry on and just sort of cover Max off and then beat him on raw pace, or maybe beat him on an undercut? Because I would suggest, I mean, look at this. We are actually struggling to keep pace with Max. In fact, we've lost pace of Max Verstappen.
You are doing a good job.
He is pushing like absolute mad, and we have lost the DRS. Max Verstappen doing medium soft to soft. Do you reckon he's still doing a 2-stop, Max Verstappen? We have lost the pace. In fact, we cannot keep up with these Red Bulls at this moment in time. Leclerc's doing everything he can to get back in the DRS, which he has done. Sainz can once again push on his. Don't they tend to do a 2-stop? I think with safety cars they might, but at the moment, Leclerc's now very much back in the DRS, so we can calm him down. Carlos Sainz, he's just about getting back in the DRS, which he has done now. Red Bull do look quicker. I think the Red Bull are quicker than us today. We'll fast forward now towards lap 10, because we seem to be comfortably in the DRS at this moment in time of both Red Bulls. So it makes sense for us to fast forward on. Poor Leclerc. Leclerc's going to win this. Have some faith. Leclerc is going to win this Grand Prix. He's struggling a little bit to keep pace with Max at the moment, but we are just managing things.
So increase pushing
We can go a little bit more aggressive on the tyres now. We'll fast forward on to lap 10. He's lost DRS again. No heroics into Sandevot, please. Absolutely. Right, lap 10. We're on lap 10. Verstappen, he's 1.2 seconds clear of our man Charles Leclerc. Perez is a further 1.6 seconds back. Sainz, 0.7. Hamilton is 8 seconds back at this moment in time. He's out of DRS on softer tyres. I know. It's crazy. We are having to be so aggressive with this. Save battery and deploy it all on the start-finish straight. That's not a bad idea at all. The only concern I've got with that is we may struggle to keep up with Verstappen. You've got to do the two-stop at this rate. The tyres are being killed. They are on Leclerc's, aren't they? We are killing Leclerc's. What lap are we meant to be coming in on? Lap 22 for the two-stop. I mean, the argument is to probably come in a little bit earlier, maybe. It's not really going to make that much of a difference. We need to come in when we can get in front of the Aston Martin. Soft onto another soft before the mediums. It's definitely an option, mate. Definitely an option. Sainz, he's still tagging onto the back of him. I mean, Leclerc's now back in the DRS, so we can now we've got a little bit of time, we can probably harvest the battery a little bit, like Winston says, and just calm it down. And that should hopefully keep him in the DRS a little bit. Because when we're in the DRS, we should be able to save the battery, which is what I'm hoping. But because we are going to have to push massively on his outlap. So, let's fast forward on again. Perez is catching... No, he isn't. No, he isn't at this moment. We're pretty comfortable at this moment in time. Helps keep the gap between the Astons and the Mercs. Yeah, I mean, we're on 10 seconds now. We're coming in. Surely, though, on fresh tyres, we are coming in on, what, lap 22? In another 10 laps' time, if there's no safety car, we should be well in front of Hamilton, is my thoughts. Especially if we can keep tagging onto the back of Max Verstappen, which at the moment we just about are doing. So I'm thinking if we can keep pulling away at this rate, which we're now just starting to drop off the back, our tyres are dying. As soon as we get the gap to Hamilton, I think that's when we can really start looking to pit and maybe get the undercut on the two Red Bull guys. Perez train helping. Yeah, it is. Perez is just helping Perez along beautifully at this moment in time. You could go and get fastest lap as well at the end. What on the... If we go soft, medium? Oh, that's not gone well. If we go soft, medium, is that what we're thinking? Because we're going to be like lightning at the end, it must be said. We know Verstappen's just going to do the one-stop, but it could really, really work for us. The only thing that negates it is safety car, so we'll fast forward again now. Oh, wait up. Carlos Sainz is out of the DRS of Checo Perez. Leclerc is just, and I mean just, holding on to the back of Verstappen. The gap now from the leaders is 16 seconds to Hamilton. If we were to pit now, we'd come out in front of Fernando Alonso. Perez is helping Perez, mate. It's hard to keep, mate. I'm keeping up with chat. I'm keeping up with this. I'm trying to think as well. Save DRS for when you box so you can overtake traffic. Yeah, I think that's another valid point. But if we save DRS now, are we going to run out of it? Are we going to just drop out of DRS, and is that going to be more problematic? You would say soft, medium, soft. It's a tough one. It's a tough one. I mean, I would suggest they're going to go on to hards, and that's going to be it. So if Carlos Sainz could catch back up to Checo Perez, that would be ideal, which he has done. Leclerc, once again, burning tyres like no tomorrow.
Try to look after the tyres.
I mean, maybe. There's probably an argument, guys, for soft, medium, medium. I think there's probably an argument for that with the way we are killing these tyres. Have we got too fresh? No, we haven't. There isn't an argument for that. Ignore that. There's no argument at all for that. Carlos Sainz is now back in that, so he can calm down as well. There's a lot of things happening in this Grand Prix. Can't see DRS yet. We'll drop out of the DRS train and then won't be big improvements. Exactly. Keeping in the DRS of these Red Bulls at the moment is absolutely crucial. I would have done medium, medium, soft for Sainz and soft, medium, medium. I think that would have been a good option, Winston. I do, but with the tyre where with the tyre allocation, we'd only got one set of mediums, which we're going to have to use, and we are going to have to use them. The worst thing that could possibly happen to us here is we pit and then there's a safety car. I think it would race to glory, but I mean, the way we are burning these tyres up is quite alarming. So we're now on standard on both our guys. I'm reckoning we are going to have to... yeah, we ain't got the mediums, unfortunately. And we can see now on both cars, we are struggling like hell to keep in touch with the Red Bulls. 19 seconds is the gap to Hamilton. We probably would come out in front of Stroll if we were to pit now with Leclerc. Maybe give Leclerc 2 more laps, and then I think it's time. If we are committing to the 2-stop, I think that is the time when we've got to commit to it. Just thinking the track temperature, mate. Yeah, I agree, Winston. It's killing them. We might have to be a little bit more cautious on our medium compounder tyres. What are we on? The thing we are looking at here is this. If we could get in front of Hamilton by maybe lap 20, something like that, 21, I think that would be it. Gap from Albon to Ocon. Yeah, there is definitely. You can tell we are at the start of the season here because there is such a big gap between the teams, and this just doesn't happen in a couple of seasons times. It does tend to sort of bunch up a little bit more, I would suggest. We are now watching again. There is a nice gap now. We are so close to getting Leclerc out in front of Lewis Hamilton. This is just about the time. Let's have a look. Leader. Lewis Hamilton's now 22 seconds. I reckon if Leclerc can give it probably one more lap, I reckon we can get Leclerc out in front of Hamilton. And at that point then, we are cooking on gas. Although Leclerc has just dropped out of the... Well, he's just about got it. I'm wondering now if this is the time to pit Charles Leclerc. Do we think it's time to pit Charles Leclerc this lap? His tyres are practically dead. We're going to have to go on to the mediums now for him. Carlos Sainz is going to have to go one more lap, and then I think we should be good to go. As we just look on board from Charles Leclerc's point of view, he's been told to box by his race engineer, and this should hopefully put us out. I mean, we need... I don't think we've hit a 2.5 second pit stop yet, I must admit, but we hope, we pray that we possibly can. Yeah, he's dropped out of DRS and handset. We are going to... I think we try and deploy a little bit on this in-lap because just to try and get us out in front of Hamilton. It's going to be a very different story for Carlos Sainz. I think Carlos Sainz is going to have to go a little bit longer. But Charles Leclerc, I think, is the man. We do have the gap for the double stack. You are right. Where do we come out for Carlos Sainz? 21 second pit stop. He'd come out just behind Stroll. Is he still in the DRS? We will give Carlos Sainz another lap on the DRS. I think we'd be okay.
Copy, understood.
But Leclerc is in. Right, this is crucial, ladies and gentlemen. This is a crucial pit stop from the Ferrari team. Are we going to get a decent pit stop? It's 2.7. It's not bad. Right, where is Lewis Hamilton? He's just coming round the swimming pool chicane and into Rascasse. Leclerc is trundling out of the pit lane. To say we are in front of Hamilton would be absolutely crucial. There we go. Charles Leclerc, as calm as you like. He's back out in front of Lewis Hamilton. Carlos Sainz will be in this lap. I think that makes sense. Sorry, Paul. If your employer has to send emails out saying do not throw paper towels down the toilets, do you think you would be working with children? Just a question. Yeah, it's quite... I don't know. Paper towels. Are we differentiating that from toilet roll, aren't we? Let's just get that straight. Yeah, it does seem a strange question, but yeah. Winston, sorry, before you box, put the drivers on ERS to save ERS. Would have been a decent idea, that. Very much so. We're just going to calm down now on the fuel and be attacking on the tyres.
Yeah, copy.
And now Carlos Sainz. We're waiting for this pit stop to come in. And into the pits comes Carlos Sainz. We are committing to 2 stops today with both Ferrari cars. Now, I don't know where Carlos Sainz is going to come out. I'd suggest possibly near the Aston Martins. 2.7 seconds. It's all going very well. at this moment in time. Right, where is Stroll? We're going to be in front of Stroll. Are we going to be in front of Hamilton? I mean, if we are in front of Hamilton, this would be amazing. Come on, Carlos. Get your foot down, lad. Get your foot down. Get your foot down. No, I think Hamilton's... Oh, this is going to be incredibly close. But Lewis Hamilton is just in front of us at this moment in time. But now Carlos Sainz has crucially got out in front of the Aston Martins and can push on. We will deploy a little bit to try and get him up to the back of Lewis Hamilton. But that is looking all rather good. I agree, Gibbo. 2.7 seconds ain't bad at all. In Italy, I don't know if you can throw toilet paper down the toilet. You can't in Greece. I know, mate. I don't know if it's different. I don't know what the rules are on it all. It must be said that I'm the same. I mean, yeah, you just, like, chuck it down. Calm Leclerc's tyres. I think we will do. As soon as he gets into the sort of amber region, then we will calm his tyres. But at the moment, I want him to be cooking on gas at the moment, which he is doing. Sainz is going to be on the back of Lewis Hamilton, particularly shortly. Lewis Hamilton, who's on 58% medium compounder tyres. I think we've got to tell Carlos Sainz to be high on the overtake aggression. I think that would be very promising, so he can get past him quickly. But meanwhile, Leclerc, we will now fast forward on, I think. We're in a nice position. And just keep an eye on both tyres. As soon as that goes to amber, we're just going to take that back onto neutral, by the way, on both cars. I don't see any need to be doing that. Sainz is now really tucked up behind that Mercedes. I'm hoping he's going to get past him very shortly. But as soon as that ticks up to that, that's what we thought. That's going to go to standard.
And we need to
it must be said, do you know the Grand Prix in Imola? We need to get this right as well. The Grand Prix in Imola, we basically just sat and were chatting for a good period of time. We are going to calm him down on aggression in a bit, so that's not a problem for him at this moment in time. Carlos Sainz looks like he's trying everything to go for a move at the moment. Do we reckon use driving clean air when Sainz in DRS? We will try it. As soon as he gets round to the start-finish straight, we will try it. We're also going to put the ERS battle assist on and push him on the fuel as well, I think, Carlos Sainz. We are fancying a Red Bull 1-2 here at Monaco. I think Charles Leclerc's probably more guaranteed to win this race rather than Carlos Sainz. But don't write Carlos Sainz off. I think we will get that sorted out. But Leclerc is lapping beautifully at the moment. What's he on? A 113.4 at the moment as opposed to a 115.7. Come on, Carlos Sainz. As soon as he gets round Raskas, we're going to keep an eye on this. In fact, we're going to ride on board. This is going to be like playing F1 23 now for a couple of moments. Because as soon as he gets round here, we are going to drive in clear air. DRS, ERS, go Carlos Sainz. This is the moment. Can he get past Lewis Hamilton into Sandevort? We say no heroics, but heroics the worst. Carlos Sainz is past Lewis Hamilton and up into P4. Lovely work from Carlos. He can now calm down on the tyres a little bit and probably calm down on the ERS as well. Well done, Winston, my friend. That's got us through beautifully up into P4. We're very, very happy with that. Indeed, as I just take a break. Well, we watched that again.
Closer and closer to that podium. Now in
Did we see the little round of applause on the balcony? Did we see that little round of applause on the balcony? Just a little on the left-hand side. Lovely. We are the only two cars that have pit on circuit at this moment in time. We are still lapping considerably quicker than the Red Bulls. We are not exactly pushing on the tyres now, which helps. And Carlos Sainz is now back to standard. This will be a good time. I'm reckoning now we can probably extend that a little bit to there. I am conscious about those tyres at the end. What I am amazed at, I don't know about you guys, what I am amazed at is that there has been no safety cars at this moment in time. Oh, yeah, good idea. Make sure you've turned that off. That's lovely. Thank you again, Winston. It's been necessary, and it was a big win indeed, Gibbo. It was a big win indeed. Right, let's fast forward on now. What are we on? Lap 27. We'll fast forward on to about lap... Well, we'll fast forward on hopefully until there's a Red Bull pit stop. Which there now is, because Checo Perez is already out of the pits. Didn't look like he had a bad stop, but he's going to come out quite a distance. He's going to come out behind Hamilton as well. So Perez... Oh, come on. Who's that? Oh, is that a back marker? Piastri, my word. Perez comes out, and he's in a little bit of traffic there. Is our friend Checo Perez getting past the Alfa Romeos, who are obviously going to move out of his way. Leclerc now only 9 seconds behind Max Verstappen and looking to close this gap incredibly well. It's got to be said, he is doing as well. Carlos Sainz, we are pushing on the fuel. I'm aware that we might have to worry about that towards the end. But at this moment,
Big lift off.
we possibly have a chance to top up a little bit of ERS. Yeah, Perez is definitely no longer a problem. We are catching Max Verstappen at a rate of knots here. And you would suggest that Max Verstappen is going to go on to the hard compound tyre because everybody else seems to be at this moment in time. Leclerc is now only 3.9 seconds behind him. How many cars have been lapped here, by the way? We have lapped up to P12. That just shows the difference in quality of the cars at the moment. We are not going to push too hard on the tyres now because we're going to be on the softs towards the end. We've got a yellow flag on... Oh, no. Pierre Gasly. We don't like to see bad things happening to Pierre Gasly on this channel, especially racing for an Alpine. Oh, he's not. What's he done here?
Well, you can see the
Oh, he's just gone straight on. And that is not ideal at all for Pierre Gasly. Has he pit yet, Pierre? Pierre Gasly, where are you? 33% tyres. See, Pierre's missing his team principle, isn't he, Andretti? He's obviously missing his team principle. He knows when I'm managing him, these bad things tend to not happen. He does get knocked out of qualifying quite a lot, though, earlier than he should do. I don't know if you guys have noticed that. Who's your best drivers, by the way, on your career modes? Let me know that. Because obviously, if I am replacing Pierre Gasly next year, that's going to be something to keep in mind. Leclerc is very much nearly on the back of Verstappen, and I am... Oh, my word.
Now, what exactly
Pierre Gasly is having an absolute mare. Let's have a look at this. Oh, look at this guy here. I mean, he's hitting it. He's punching it. He's done everything apart from... He's still not gone. Oh, my word. That is one of the worst pit stops. And believe me, we've seen some bad pit stops on these live streams. But that is right up there with the worst. Pierre Gasly's had an absolute mare there. Your best driver's Porsche. Porsche, when he come into that Alfa Romeo, is amazing. That's the guy I psyched. It must have been. Verstappen is pushing on Russell. I'm at season 1, so not really, but Albon is something else. Albon's a driver. Albon's a driver I very much like in real life. But yeah, he's done very well. Yeah, the guy I sacked from Bar. Yeah, the first stream we did on here, guys. If you weren't in for the first stream we did, was we had pit stops. They were so bad. They were so bad. We were accusing our pit stop engineers of supping bottles of wine before they started. So yeah, it was very poor indeed from our guys. I just fancy catching up to Max Verstappen and getting a little helping of DRS. That's why I've just turned it on to aggressive, and Charles Leclerc is now up with Max Verstappen. I now see no reason to push on these tyres. Leclerc has caught Max Verstappen. Max Verstappen is on 34% medium. Surely, is he going for the softs towards the end? Who knows? Jake doing is very good. Just needs to sort out the smoothness. Wow. Okay. Is it? Have you brought him in? So how many sort of seasons are you in, Winston? Have you brought him in a bit later on, or is he still the reserve? Or let me know, of course. Do we fancy pushing? No, I think we're pretty good at the moment, don't you guys? I think we'll. You both have one pit stop to make, and you have double the tyre wear. Exactly. We are absolutely cooking on gas. I probably wouldn't have gone for it. So, oh, Verstappen's in, and we didn't get to see the pit stop. My goodness, Verstappen is in, but he is onto a set of hard compound tyres now. Where is Max Verstappen gonna come out? There's a Williams there. I think that was Alexander Albon. Am I right in saying it was? Verstappen is out, and he's quite a distance behind the other guy. So where is he here? Max Verstappen is 10 seconds off Carlos Sainz. We have an 18-second gap to Max Verstappen, and we are on probably the softer, better sets of tyres. I don't want to tempt fate, guys, but I think Charles Leclerc is going to break his curse today. Do we think? Sargent just holds up traffic for me, so potentially could be good. Going to record Saudi race soon, lap for lap. Wow. That is quite I must admit, as you can see, I do speed on. which I've tended to do in. I do do in the video. I do do in the videos as well. But now it's if you can do it lap for lap, I mean that's a fantastic way of doing it. It's like the football manager stuff when they do it for the full game. I think that'd be interesting to do. I just simply don't have the sort of availability to do it. But what are we thinking now, by the way, with Charles Leclerc? Are we thinking that we can? No. I think that's about right. I think lap 50 is probably about spot on. So we are going to just carry on driving around Monaco. Max Verstappen set the new fastest lap of a 1:13.0. And he's banging in fastest laps left. My word, a 1:12.6. That is unbelievable. Max Verstappen is lapping pretty quickly now. We've got Tsunoda in the pits. I think we just carry on. Let's not panic here. We will catch Max Verstappen on a set of fresh soft compound tyres. We very will do. Oh my word. What is happening with the Alpine pit crew, by the way? Let's have a look at this. If it's not the front right this time, which is good. We're just holding it. That is a shock. Alpine, my word. See, I'm glad we sacked these guys when we went to Andretti. My recording's overall 2 hours, but I edit them down to 20 minutes. Yeah, record it, edit it, and publish it. Wow, okay. I used doing in 2026. He's a very solid driver, 84 rated. Wow, so he has developed very, very well then, which is incredibly good. We're going to be thinking about pit stops a little bit shortly, aren't we? And then I think we'll just go on to softs, and then we'll just breeze past Max Verstappen. And that should be job done. I'm just trying to make sure that we are going to have the tyres to... we are going to have the time and the tyres. It's definitely then. Lap 50 is the optimum lap. The optimum lap. Hold on. Charles Leclerc's just been massively impeded. Who were that? Zhou Guanyu has just absolutely... That is not ideal. Yeah, Carlos Sainz, hold up. Yeah, I like that idea. Right, hold up. Max Verstappen, you're doing it for your teammate, buddy, today. You are doing it for your teammate, Carlos Sainz. Yeah, they ain't got the team principal. They ain't had the baguettes. They haven't, mate. They haven't. I'm looking forward to a French baguette when I go to France. Obviously. I'm looking forward to one. A colleague of mine's off to Philadelphia. He's going to get a Philly steak sandwich, and I'm going to get a French baguette when I go there. But I'm going to get some gorgeous pasta and pizza in a few weeks' time. Right, we're going to fast forward on until he's got past him, Carlos. What is that, Carlos? Go on then, we're going to have to watch this overtake, aren't we? Carlos Sainz has just been overtaken by... I mean, he's getting it everything. I think for probably 3 or 4 laps he's done well there. But Max Verstappen was itching. And look, another round of applause. Another round of applause on the left-hand side. Push Leclerc to aggressive. I agree with you, Winston. We are going to push them both, actually, onto full attack mode now. And then it's going to be full attack mode in a minute. What are we on now? Lap 48. Leader. We are going to come out behind Perez, which is a little bit annoying at this moment in time. We probably could have been attacking for a couple of laps earlier. The ice, watermelon and green apple. Ice cream? Watermelon and green apple ice cream? Is that a thing? My word. I mean, I'm quite boring with ice cream. I just like vanilla. Perez, easy pickings. I certainly hope you are right, sir. I certainly hope you are right. Right, we are pitting this lap. Pitting Charles Leclerc. Fresh set, soft compound tyre. We've probably got the chance as well to pit Carlos Sainz this lap. Although, I'm going to leave it one more lap with Carlos Sainz, because he's still in the DRS of Verstappen and I fancy him to overtake. So, we're just going to fast forward on a little bit. I'm watching for Leclerc on the map. And we are going to watch... They weren't the same. Oh, right. Sorry, I thought you were mixing it. I thought you were doing like an ice cream cocktail, mate. Yeah? I thought I'm going to say. I thought you were doing that. Right. Good pit stop required for the Ferrari boys. I mean, it's got to be said, our pit stops have been rather good today. Carlos Sainz is through, so Carlos Sainz now can be told he's coming in at the end of this lap. Yeah, don't worry, mate. We've got it sorted. This race engineer's just saying, go, get him in. Where's Perez? Oh, where's Leclerc? Can we get... I mean... we were very, very close to getting past Checo Perez there, weren't we? Right, Charles Leclerc. The time is now. You must be aggressive on the overtakes. You can push on the tyres. You're naturally going to catch up to the back of Checo Perez anyway, so we're going to save the ERS for when he gets there. Mate, I've got to say, Gibbo, you may be our lucky charm here because we don't normally have 2.7 second pit stops. Although I think we have. Have we had 2.6, 2.7 second stops recently on this? I think we have. On the streams we certainly have. In my Andretti, I can't get less than a 3 second. But Charles Leclerc already is pulling up to the back of Checo Perez. He's got to get round Pierre Gasly, who does get out of his way. He knows his team boss is waiting. And Carlos Sainz now is going to be coming into the pits. The one thing that does shaft us here is if Max Verstappen does get a safety car. We haven't had a safety car today either. And now we've said how good we are at pit stops. You know what's going to happen here, ladies and gents, don't you? We know what's going to happen here. Come on, guys. 2.597. If I'm going to do the woman clapping on the balcony thing there because that is lovely. Right, Charles Leclerc is going for a move up towards Casino Square here. Come on, Charles Leclerc. It's side by side all the way up. Come on, DRS. ERS, sorry, is what we want to be using. He's pushing. Checo Perez knows here what he's got to do. And Charles Leclerc is past the Red Bull of Checo Perez. And we're going to ride on board with Charles Leclerc here because what is this Alfa Romeo doing? Get out of the way. Oh my goodness. What on earth is that Alfa Romeo doing? Who is that driver? Zhou Guanyu does not know how to give way to traffic. What on earth was he doing? Unbelievable scenes there. Right, Leclerc now, we don't want to kill the tyres desperately now. We are going to get the chance to get Verstappen at the end. Carlos Sainz is still pushing on. He's 9.8 seconds. You'd expect to see it was Zhou again. It was Zhou again. Zhou Guanyu has caused me much pain and strife today. What is he even on him? He's 2 laps down. He's not even 1 lap down. He's 2 laps down, he's Zhou Guanyu. And to say, can you sense I'm getting a little bit panicky that we're not going to win this? Because him getting in the way, I mean, Leclerc's dropped him at a rate of knots. I would like to get fastest lap of the Grand Prix though, Charles Leclerc, if that's a possibility. And maybe the same for Carlos Sainz as well. Oh, is that what he does? He spins in quali and locks up in races. That is not a fantastic combination. I'm giving Leclerc and Sainz both the opportunity to get the fastest lap here as we're going to fast forward on a little bit now. And I'm wanting to see purple, and I see purple. Charles Leclerc, a 111.9 for the Monegasque driver. Carlos Sainz is going to catch him. I'm not concerned at all. Made a video on Joe spinning. I will watch that. If that's on your channel, my friend, I will watch that. I certainly will. Charles Leclerc, I am not even concerned in the slightest that we're going to beat Max Verstappen today. I'm even going to calm him down on the fuel. Let's see if this bike marker gets out of the way. I don't know who this is. Is that a Mercedes? I would suggest that is a Mercedes. Is that George Russell? No. Is it Lewis Hamilton? No. Oh, it's an Alpine. All right, this is it. Alpine is coming out, getting out of the way here. That's probably Pierre Gasly, I would presume. I mean, I wouldn't mind if he sort of stayed in the way until Raskas, because we should get DRS now. You lovely, lovely man. Don't make me eat my words. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. Oh, what a man. What a man. He gives us DRS and then gets out of the way. See, now that is a good driver. Was that Ocon? Oh, it was Ocon. Fair play to Ocon. That makes me feel rather bad for sacking him. But Charles Leclerc is piling on here. And that was just after 1 race alone. My word. With me crashes and spent... Yes, Winston, I feel your pain. I exceptionally feel your pain because in my Andretti save now, in fairness, it wasn't Gasly's fault, but he had a couple of crashes at Spa, and my word, it cost me so much. I'm now going to probably break the cost cap. Like, I have even gone to the extent, people, at the moment, this will be on a video in a couple of weeks' time, I have gone to the extent of cutting down the engineering and the scouting team because I'm that concerned about the cost cap. So it's, yeah, it's not ideal at all. We are just going to calm down on everything now. I think we are going to catch Verstappen. I mean, would you back against Sainz getting Verstappen? Yeah, I agree. Be easy on the tyres. There's no need to rush this now.
can go tire
This is
manager.
Pierre Gasly in front of us.
Okay,
Oh,
okay.
is he going to give us DRS as well? Where's Charles Leclerc? No, we're all right. We're sound. We're sound. Right, let's fast forward on a little bit. What time are we on, by the way? 19:30. We've done an hour. It's been a longer stream tonight. And this is it. We are catching Max Verstappen, and by lap 59, Max Verstappen is going to be looking in his rear mirrors because he's got Charles Leclerc behind him. And now I reckon what we are going to do is we are going to just fast forward this on a little bit. And when we get towards the start-finish straight is when we are going to say to Charles Leclerc, you attack like a good un. He's 8 temps back. He might not be able to get... And we're going to do the driving clean air thing. We're going to do the driving clean air thing as well. And here comes Charles Leclerc, possibly a little bit too far back there. A little bit too far. Mind you, no. Maybe not.
No lead.
Is he going to get him?
You are doing
Oh, Charles. Right, what we'll do is we'll turn that off again, and when he gets round to that start-finish straight again, that's when we will attack again, and then we're going to go on standard, and then he's going to win the race, and then Carlos Sainz is going to do his utmost to try and catch Verstappen as well. So, we will just fast forward on once again. Leclerc coming up towards Raskas. Here we go. Charles Leclerc, as soon as he gets round this final corner, driving clear air, he's got the DRS, and this should be it. Come on, Charles Leclerc. It is one thing to catch, it is another thing to pass. And Charles Leclerc at the moment, can he get down? He can't. We're not going to go at the moment for the driving clean air. We are just going to go for the overtake aggression on high and calm it down. We will get Max Verstappen. It's just going to take a little bit more time than we were hoping for.
Look after the tires, please.
Exactly. Calm the tyres again. We're all getting a little bit... I'm getting a little bit excited. I don't mind telling you. Carlos Sainz is on the back of Checo Perez. He's going to be told to attempt high-risk overtakes as well. We are going to beat these Red Bulls. We just need to get past them at the optimum time. We've got 18 laps to go. And we are just watching Charles Leclerc, who's on the back of Max Verstappen. But Max Verstappen is getting through the traffic better than we are, and now our tyres are starting to die off a little bit, and we've got to be concerned about fuel. Look at this.
Lift and coast.
What is happening here? Harvest the ERS. That might not be the worst idea in the world. Verstappen's pulled out 1.9 seconds. We are having to battle through traffic like you've never seen. It's a car park around Monaco. Look at the state of this. I mean, we thought we got this covered, and now we are getting absolutely done by traffic. The Haas is not exactly getting out of his way. We need someone to hold up Max Verstappen, and they're not doing it at this moment in time. We need to get back up with him. We need to get back up with Verstappen. I don't want to be out of his DRS. This is unbelievable. Max Verstappen is getting all the luck in the world here. Carlos Sainz can't get past Checo Perez for trying. He's got the battle assist on as well. So we have got two Ferraris who are struggling. I mean, look at this. We're getting held up again. And all this is doing is killing our tyres. We've got 15 laps to go. Are we starting to get a little bit panicky yet? I think we may be. Do we think we are still going to win this? Chat, I think we possibly could. So he stays in the slipstream. I think you're right. Come on, Charles. Get back in that DRS. Right. Where are we? We are going to get a better run at this now. We're still a little bit further back than I'd like to be. But I reckon a couple more laps. Carlos Sainz has got Perez. Get in, Carlos Sainz. Carlos Sainz in towards the right-hander towards the tunnel. And Carlos Sainz has got the job done-ish. I mean, has he got it done? Up towards the swimming pool chicane. Has he got it done? Not yet. Has he got it done now as we switch back to the live running? He certainly has. Carlos Sainz is away from Checo Perez, and he's going to be now because he's going to be told to deploy and get away. Meanwhile, Charles Leclerc is still on the back of Max Verstappen, and I reckon we've got the battle assist on. It's so crucial. Verstappen got all drivers support for it, mate. Honestly, I've never seen anything like it. I've never seen anything like it. How close are we now? We've got 0.4 of a second. He just looks a little bit faster out of that final corner, does Max Verstappen. We will ride on board again. This is it. This is it. Charles Leclerc to the left-hand side. Verstappen pushes us wide. Heroics into Sandoval. Round the outside goes Charles Leclerc. And he's still now got the run-up to Casino Square. But Charles Leclerc takes the lead of the Monaco Grand Prix. What a move from Charles Leclerc. He got to make it happen. And he certainly did. Carlos Sainz has now got past Perez and he's away from him. He's broke the DRS, but Charles Leclerc, no heroics into Sandoval. You say, look at this guy. Look at, I don't know if it's a guy or a lady on the left-hand side on the balcony. Do we care? Absolutely not. Charles Leclerc is leading the Monaco Grand Prix, and Charles Leclerc now has got to try and push away from this Red Bull. I am now concerned about the tyres, but once we've broken DRS, which we aren't quite doing, we are doing. We've done it. We've done it. We've broke DRS. Calm down. We have also got fuel that we need to manage. And we were joking about turn 1 heroics. We have got a strategy right. Save fuel. Winston, you are absolutely right. We've still got Verstappen in the DRS, though. That's the problem. But hopefully we're going to get... Oh, we're going to get DRS here. Get out of the way. Get out of the way, Williams. Lovely work from the Williams. Max Verstappen. Oh, right. We're going to let Max Verstappen come through. And we were joking about we were. Jeff did say it right. We've got to start conserving fuel. This is going to be a battle to the very, very end here. And Max Verstappen might have the tyres on us. But as we know, it is one thing to catch at Monaco. It is another thing to pass. And we are hoping very much that as we fast forward on a little bit, we've got to get that fuel in check. We have got to get the fuel in check. We have nearly broken DRS. And then Verstappen gets through again. Have we nearly got the fuel in check? We have now. Right, that's fine. Verstappen is still on the back of us. This is really, really starting to concern me because these tyres now are better than ours. Do we go light on the tyres? You got to go now. Hope you win Race to Glory. Thank you so much for coming in, my friend. Pleasure as always. Have a fantastic weekend. And yeah, you'll be able to obviously watch it on the rerun. Deploy ERS is my last tactic. I am not far away from you. We are going to save it for the last couple of laps. And hopefully we get a little bit lucky in terms... I mean, Carlos Sainz has got the job done. But Charles Leclerc, 0.8 of a second. Come on, Charles Leclerc. Get away from the Red Bull. I mean, there is an argument. There is an argument here to push on the tyres for one last bit. And try and break that ERS, which we have done. We have broken ERS on Max Verstappen. DRS, ERS. We all know these different letters at the start, but I'm not quite getting them right at this moment in time. But Charles Leclerc has got away from Max Verstappen. There is 5 laps to go here in Monaco. We are going light on the tyres. We may even start conserving the tyres because Max Verstappen's aren't exactly in the best nick, just in better nick than ours. We're going to fast forward on again. Keep a close eye on that left-hand side. But Max Verstappen is struggling at this moment in time. He's starting to catch a little bit now. But this could be absolutely crucial at the end. This is what... Mate, Winston, if I had got the second set of mediums, mate, I would have gone on to them. We didn't have a second set. We only had a fresh set of soft compound tyres. If I'd had a silver set of mediums, I would have been right there with you, buddy. Because knowing how these tyres degraded from the first part of the Grand Prix, I am now seriously concerned that we could possibly lose this Grand Prix here. We have got 3 laps to go, and Verstappen has got past. Verstappen is past Charles Leclerc. I'm hoping we are going to get a replay, but that is absolutely crucial because Charles Leclerc just couldn't hold on any longer, and Max Verstappen doing the same move that Charles Leclerc did round the outside of Sandoval. Charles Leclerc is down to P2. I thought we got enough to hold on, but now Charles Leclerc has got to try once again and make an overtake on Max Verstappen to come back at him. The tyres actually went cold there as we were trying to conserve them, but Verstappen on the one stop is going to manage to win this Grand Prix unless Charles Leclerc can somehow keep in touch with him and get past him once again, and he is still in touch with him. Come on, Charles Leclerc. This is crucial. DRS wide open for Charles Leclerc. Get past him, Charles. He can't get past him.
How many laps to go?
Oh, this is so close. Come on. He's looking left and right. Oh my word, is he going to try the move into Casino Square? He isn't. He's going to only get one last crack at this, isn't he? Charles Leclerc, as we're going to watch these last 2 laps, we are going to watch these last 2 laps in full from Charles Leclerc's point of view, because this is what it all comes down to, and the tyres now are pretty much dead. I think Charles Leclerc is going to lose this Grand Prix, because we know how hard it is to overtake Max Verstappen at the best of times, and at the moment we can't even stay with him. We're only gonna get one last driving clean air trick. We can try it. We've got to be close enough when we come onto the start finish straight. We've got to be close enough. We are gonna push on the fuel. Here we go. This is it. This is what it all comes down to. We are now, as soon as we get around this final corner, which we have, this is it. Driving clean air. Max Verstappen. Oh my word. The exit there. That is just the tyres. We haven't got the tyres to attack Max Verstappen any longer. And it is going to be, unless there is some massive heroics here, and I don't push the wrong button, Leclerc still give it. We can't run out of fuel either. That's crucial. We can't run out of fuel.
We need some lift and coast.
I mean, could he? Could we possibly get Max Verstappen on the final lap? This is unbelievable scenes. He's looking left and right, Charles Leclerc, just looking for any kind of opportunity. But Max Verstappen is holding on. If we'd had another set of mediums, if we hadn't have been shunted by the traffic as we had, then we may have been a little bit better. But it's looking for all the world like Max Verstappen is going to beat Charles Leclerc in Monaco. We're on 27% tyres. Look how tantalisingly close we are. And Charles Leclerc, as we come onto the start-finish straight, he will get DRS, but it's not going to be enough. And Max Verstappen wins in Monaco. Oh my God. How gutted are we? Oh, Charles Leclerc. Oh, we had it in the... Oh, we felt we got it. Carlos Sainz comes on 14 seconds behind Charles Leclerc. That is so... Oh, gutting.
Thank you.
Absolutely gutting. Possibly what thing we could have done better is gone always defend when we were trying to conserve on the tyres. And that was probably an error, maybe on my part, but listen, we live and we learn. Leclerc would not be happy at that. Leclerc would not be happy. I'm not very happy at that, but I mean, look, it's P2, it's a double podium at Monaco. Bottas P11 were it. I mean, Max Verstappen, I think we've all got to say, deserves all the credit in the world there, because that was a very, very good win for him. Look, he can't stop grinning, can he? Look at him. And I like Max, but he's been so smug. He's so smug and happy. And I'm very much not. I don't know about you. It's right ruined my Friday night, that has. We're going to have to get to one of them party boats in Monaco, aren't we, after? Yeah, that's it. Let's all smile and yeah. Go on, Max, have a big grin. Carlos is pretty happy. Smooth operator. He's very happy. Look, I think we've got to be okay with that. I mean, it's just gutting, innit? But as we had it, Verstappen from Leclerc and Sainz, Perez in P4, then came Hamilton, Stroll, Alonso. Fernando Alonso was lapped in P7. Russell P8, Ocon and Gasly, the Alpine boys in P9 and 10. Valtteri Bottas, as you say, in P11. Albon P12 will go all the way down. De Vries P13, Hulkenberg, Tsunoda, Sargent P16. That's good for Sargent. Magnussen P17, Lando, Oscar, and Zhou Guanyu. And I think we can attribute a little bit of we can be a little bit frustrated with Zhou Guanyu after some of that blocking. Driver standings wise, Charles Leclerc still tops the driver standings, 169 points. Max Verstappen on 134, Carlos on 113. Constructors standings wise, we still lead the constructors by around 53 points. De Vries up 4, very much. I think driver of the day. Should we have a driver of the day vote? I think we've got to get to Nick De Vries in the Alpha Tauri. He's beat a Haas, he's beat 2 McLarens. Fair play to Nick De Vries. And fair play to Max Verstappen, who did very, very well indeed. We are still top of both championships. We've got to be exceptionally happy with that. I think that's is that round 8 that we are in. Let's just fast forward. And I think that was is that the 7th? We did get the fastest lap of the Grand Prix as well. See, that's how gutted I were, because I didn't even notice that. Oh, and Charles Leclerc's a 90 rated driver now. He's a 90 rated driver because he's angry. And he's going to be angry and take out his frustrations at the Circuit de Catalunya. And that will be, all being well, next Friday night. And that's where we are, ladies and gents. That's where we will leave it. If you are new to the stream, thank you so much for coming in. If you're in the stream every week, thank you so much for being here once again. It makes it so much more fun when you guys are involved, and it's a pleasure to see you all. Have a fantastic weekend. Obviously, the rerun of this will be up on the channel as well. The Andretti Cadillac save, if you're not watching that, it's all right. I think it's quite good, so definitely go and have a look. We're doing quite well in that. And Gibbo, thank you for joining my friend Paula Racigle, everybody who's been in, Whiston, sorry, everyone who's been in. Absolute pleasure to see you all. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you next time. Ta-ra.